This is the introduction to cursive writing. But we're going to do a lot of practice. We're going to practice each of the letters. If you go to any of your search engines and you type in cursive letters, cursive lessons, cursive is C-U-R-S-I-V-E, lessons, L-E-S-S-O-N-S. And you're going to find, then you click on images, you can click on videos, you're going to find all sorts of help. Some of them will have arrows on them. You'll see an arrow right here. It's very light, but you can see an arrow, and it's pointing. That means you start here and head this way. Some of the lessons that you'll see will, be a tracing sheet, so you can put a piece of paper over and trace the letter so you can figure out how it's made. Some of the letters start here because this is the tail that would be added on to another letter. So if you're done making the letter D, when you come up here, and you would continue upwards, making this area here go in and around, and then here's your N. Then you'd come in here and finish up with two humps, and there you're spelling Dan. So that's how these things tie together. But first we have to learn how to make the letters. So you're going to start off with your paper, and you're going to say number 1, and you're going to do the letter A. And you're going to go all the way across doing the letter A, trying to do the same motions. You're trying to build up a muscle memory. You're going to go down to line 2, and you're going to do A all the way across. You're going to have 6 lines of A's. Then you're going to create a space on your paper where there's nothing at all, and you're going to skip down 1, and you're going to put 1. You're going to do this because the letter B takes up 2 lines. There's this line here where the A is, and the line above where the A is. So you skip down, and here is your B. Now in here, I've got some pencil mark on it. They have an opening right here. I don't like that opening because someone who's not good would maybe think that it's an L, because these two shapes look the same, even though the L ends here. When this L comes up and joins another letter, somebody might confuse the two. So when I join it like that, you definitely know that that is the letter B and it's not an L. Okay? You're going to go all the way across, and you're going to end with a B over here. So I don't know how many B's you're going to have, but you're going to have 6 rows of them. So down here, number 2, B. And you're practicing. Don't practice them in order. I want you practicing 6 rows of B's. 6 rows of B's. And then when you get down to one of the letters, you have to look, for example, the letter F is the tallest, longest letter out of all the letters because it takes up, it's not in time, it will take up 3 lines. So the letter starts here, goes up, the same amount of space that the B is, but it comes down and then goes back to the bottom line and comes up. So the letter F takes up 1, 2, 3. So the letter F takes up the same area that the A took up. It takes up the same area that the B and the D take up, this area here. And it takes up the same area below, like the tails on the G, the P, the Q. The J has a tail on the bottom of it, and the Y and the Z have tails. So some of the letters are 2 spaces tall, so only one is 3 spaces tall, and some are only 1 space tall, like all of these letters that only take up 1 space. So each row is going to be done like this. Any of the letters, like the letter D or H or K or L, that are 2 spaces, they're going to be done like the B. And there's only one that's 3 spaces, so they're all going to be done like that. Once you have all 6 of your letter in 6 rows, you've got 6 rows of A, 6 rows of B's, then you're going to start on the capital letters. The capital letters all take up 2 spaces except for the letter Y, which takes up back to 3 spaces again. But you'll do 6 rows with a space in between of the capitals, another row of a capital A, another row of capital A, So all of it should look like all of this. A's, 6 rows of A's. Then you're going to have 6 rows of capital A's. If you want to do the capital after you do the lowercase, or if you want to do the capital and then the lowercase, if you want to do all lowercase first, it doesn't matter. But you're going to do all of those letters for your practice before we start doing our project.